Yes.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Dave Wilson of Results Staffing, and I have a great guest here today, Mr. Vikram Seth. He is the co-founder of Ducknowl Resumes. How are you, Vic?
I'm good, Dave. How are you?
Good. I appreciate your time. This is this subject here with me. You see the smile already. You know.
Pleasure
Can
is
you
all mine.
explain about what your services are, Vic?
Yes, I mean, as Dave, the Ducknowl is a talent screening and assessment platform where actually we help not only the recruiter but also the candidate to showcase their skill set so that that they can so that their skill set can catch the eye of the recruiter. So it goes actually both ways. I mean, it's not like that we are artificially inflating anything. It's all about if you have a skill, Ducknowl is giving you the platform to showcase your skill set, and at the same time, I mean, Ducknowl is helping the recruiter so that they can actually package all that skill set and actually showcase to their client. And also benefit to the client is, I mean, rather just sticking to the PDF file or the Word file of the candidate, I mean, they can literally actually see a lot more personality and the data about the candidate. So ultimately it's a win-win situation from the candidate side, from the recruiter side, and even from the endpoint side. And we've been doing this for a couple of months, and we have a lot of positive results. And one particular the compliment that we've been receiving so far is it saves a lot of time, not only from the recruiter side, from the hiring manager as well.
I'll tell you, and I'm going to give my personal experience from when you reached out to me, because my vision has always been about being virtual, and that's my passion with social media. And we didn't expect this to go on with the pandemic right now. We didn't know this was going to happen. And what I liked when we reached out and we talked was when you said time, you are not joking, because, for example, when you first reached out, it was on a Thursday. I got an order for somebody for Monday to have candidates in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And I was like, I'm great at social media, but I was like, they couldn't go to the office. So by that next morning, after you showed me everything, gave me access to the portal, I was able to get 6 candidates in front, and all 6 got interviews.
Here we go.
And one got hired, and she got hired. And what also I liked is how we were able to attach it to the job boards like Career Builder, because those keywords, it only brought up the percentages. And every single one, like a example for a forklift driver, gave me percentage. That's what I like about your service, is because it was like 56%. You know what? I clicked on it. It was amazing. I was able to ask all the questions, and you got to see that person right in front of you.
Absolutely.
And that's what I like about it, And how is it working for you right now with different companies?
I mean, as I said, I mean, right now, I mean, the different companies now they're at the stage where they're understanding it. What's the value behind it? I mean, it's just not an ATS. I mean, we've been working collaboratively with a lot of other ATS, and as I said, I mean, we have our clients like who have like a 50,000 employee, and we have our clients like who have a 1 employee, right? So, and also we are industry agnostic. I mean, we have some clients who just hire people, in a restaurant or in a 7-Eleven or those type of the retail store. And even it's been helping. It's not like, a lot of time people think, oh, you know what, I hire a sandwich maker, he cannot do this. We have a result now. You know what,
right.
Sandwich maker is actually giving the video screening, and actually has been hired in a very short span of the time. So as I said earlier, I mean, it's a win-win situation. And unfortunately, because of the COVID-19, I mean, these days when social distancing is preferable, I mean, we just launched another feature which we call as a video texting. I mean, we understand that recruiter cannot meet a lot of people in person, but we came up with this idea where recruiter can send their video actually.
Yes, that works well. I love it. I know. Here we go.
Yeah, to sell the job and also make the candidate feel more, like a more human. Because when I was looking a job, I mean, a couple of years before, I was so pissed. I mean, because I was literally, I mean, all those systems was ruling out to me. Sometimes using too much technologies goes against you, right?
Yep.
So here, I mean, we are giving like a more like a humanizing the whole recruitment process. You know what? By using the technology in a very balanced way.
What I like about it, I'm going to give you an example. Melissa, and I'll tell her to watch this.
Thank you.
Melissa came over to the office and she was having a hard time. And she was like, Dave, I don't like doing videos. And she was having fun with the questions. I said, don't worry, you get retakes. And
yes,
she goes, I don't know what to say. She's going, all I want to do is go to work. I work hard. I do. And I said, say that under one of the questions.
Correct.
And she was the one who got hired. Now, I'm not if it was all due to that, but I said, that was your personality. I said, see, so it's okay to laugh. I tell the clients, the candidates all the time, and I understand it's hard to do a video. It is, but be yourself. And I would be telling them if they're sitting there, I'd be like, that's it. Perfect. Stop.
Yeah. Correct.
Let it go. You know, and then when I sent that with their resume attached to the hiring manager, and for those right now that have not seen video resumes, because I haven't seen them that much. I mean, I've done like 2 or 3 in the last year or so, but they were excited because they was like, wow, with everything going on, this is a good qualified person.
Here we go.
You know, and she was so funny, but it worked.
Did Melissa get a job?
She got the job.
Here we go.
And I'm working on right now for the same company and you've seen that in Fredericksburg. We need one person, a clerk, right? So I've gotten all the candidates that match the percentage, comes back, and now I'm sending them right to Fredericksburg, Virginia from Pennsylvania.
Yes.
And I'm going to fill that direct hire because that's what I like about it. In the direct hire business, think about it for all skill sets.
Correct.
Because what I like about your service also is like that personality test. Around here, a lot of the companies in the Lehigh Valley, you do that personality test. And this way, even if it's not the same test that they do, you have told me, you know, you have a drop-down box of all different skill sets. And you've even said, Dave, if it's not there, you'll figure it out and put it on there for me.
So yes, Dave, I appreciate that you brought this up. I mean, there is one incident that I want to share with you. I mean, there is one guy, I mean, he's from Chicagoland area, and this guy couldn't get any job. And he didn't even get any interview. The reason because he was just having an associate degree, and a lot of jobs actually they demand like at least a bachelor degree. But this guy had a talent, right? But a lot of actually because we are using too much technology, his resume was actually not picking up the eye of anyone. I mean, once we start actually doing the Ducknowl, making his video.
Right.
And show his real talent with all those technical skill set where his score was over 90%.
Right.
He got 3 offers.
See, that's
the power. All those people who were rejecting him just because he was not having a bachelor degree, now everybody want to hire him because obviously, I mean, he showed that he has a talent. Right.
And what I see is my biggest as a recruiter is I've had some candidates before everything happened, even come over to the office. So their resume is 3 pages long.
Yes.
And I would say to them, I'd be like, wow. I said, from my experience, I'm like, this is long, but there are some people right now being laid off. They're like, but I don't know how I'm multitasking everything. And I said, well, that's why the video resume works so well, because it was like reading a book on some of the resumes. I was like, but now with this, that last question, I keep it 2 minutes sometimes now. And it's like, now explain the things that you do in all your career. And that's really helped some of the professionals.
No, you are very lucky. I mean, you only have a 3 pages long resume. But if anyone from the tech recruiting side, if they have been listening to me, ask them. We have a 6-page long resume.
Wow. See, and I'm learning.
And most of those resumes are very similar, minus the name.
Right.
Think about it. I mean, a hiring manager, I mean, if the 5 recruitment companies are sending them the 1 resume each, their hiring manager has a 5 resume to review, and each resume is a 5-page and on average. So then that's mean he has a 25 pages just to review. Now, how much time he's spending on all that? And
a lot.
He has only 1 position to hire, right? So, those were all the motivational points that actually made us to develop something, what we call as a Ducknowl.
Yeah, because what I've learned is, listen, some of the skill set that people have been reaching out to me, I don't understand it. I don't know these words.
Yeah.
So I work with them. So on your keyword section, you can put your keywords in there. And that's what I like because, wow, like the CNC machine I told you about that I got hired from the video resume, I was able to put the name of the machines on. Like you said, it's mandatory or must have.
Yes.
And I like that option. I like it because it doesn't come through. It saves me so much time. And I like also the feature that first minute, if you want to give a question that you don't have to give think time.
Yeah.
Because that can really tell a person if they know the job.
Yes, absolutely. If I'm sending you my resume and I'm saying I've been working as a project manager for the last 10 years, I don't need 5 minutes to think of your question to answer, right? If you're going to explain me your experience as a project manager, I need to be spontaneous.
And that's what I've learned. And then I love how, Colin, and you reach out so fast. The customer service. All I got to do is LinkedIn, text. I mean, because we know each other. But Colin, he answers every message like that if there's a problem.
Yes, I mean, as you know, Colin has been working hard. Try to actually change the paradigm of the traditional recruitment. Traditional staffing. But still, we need more support from people like you. You, as I seen you, and as you always shared with me, how Ducknowl is helping you. To get popular in Allentown or Pennsylvania area. I must say, I've been doing recruitment for the last so many years by myself as well, but I have never seen anybody as energetic and as innovative as you are.
Oh, I appreciate it. And one other really good thing that being in the staffing industry, sometimes, people just send people just to fill the body. Like, hey, I'm just sending you. What I like about it is you kind of, for me, I'm able to put that decision on the client. Because if they like the person, they're calling in. So you're both working as a team.
Correct.
I like how you can rate it. Like you have it to the 5 stars. So if I feel the candidate, when I send it to, let's just say Diana, name as an example, and I rate it as a 3-star because I really see value.
Yes.
She'll see that I rated a 3-star. Maybe that person will say a 5. But I like that option because I don't want that person to lose the chance just because 2-year experience. They might have a year, but you know what? They're willing to learn.
Absolutely. See, that's the whole actually the problem in our industry is, as you mentioned, if somebody has a 1-year experience, that doesn't mean that he's not a great candidate, right? But what he has to show, minus the Word document or PDF file, that doesn't dictate too much these days, right? So, but if you have that person on the video and you are asking question and he's been answering, then obviously you as a experienced recruiter, you're gonna think he has the knowledge, he has understanding, but only thing he doesn't have maybe 3 or 4 years of experience, but that doesn't mean he can do the job.
Yeah, and I've even told some candidates, I don't want to do a video. And I try to be as honest right now. And my honesty to them is, listen, I need to get you in front of the client. And with everything going on, that's the value I wanted to, we'll end it here. But that's the value I wanted to tell everybody is for the situation too, what's going on, don't stop.
Correct.
Because with employment, when everything gets back to normal, we know it will. There's going to be a lot of competition.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm sure you see that. And people ask me, well, I don't like to do that video. I'm like, well, step outside that, practice it. That's why you gave that option of 10 times. And if you don't do it right, if you don't like it, I'll send it to you again.
Well, as Dave, that we are living in the era of the Snapchat and the Facebook and all those. Those video things are so much popular. So I don't see any other reason of people not doing it. But obviously, since we've been doing everything in a very traditional way, obviously it's a little bit of change. And know that it takes a little bit of time for people to accept the change. But once they understand that, why Dave is saying us to do the video, they will understand that Dave is saying it because if I'm the stellar candidate, Dave knows that, but Dave client doesn't know this.
Right.
How the client is going to know this when Dave is going to have Vikram video tape with the resume and then send it over to the end client.
Right. And that's where I just feel so strong because now with all the social, with everything virtual, as I've been able to take, like I told you, you have your Ducknowl, you have your Text Us, you have your Constant Contact. I'm on StreamYard right now. I like this system. So look at it all, how we've all developed.
Yes. You are sitting in Pennsylvania. I'm sitting in Chicagoland area, and you are doing my interview.
And that's the whole thing about it. And to be able to share this now, So I'm going to take this link from YouTube and now I'm going to paste it to all the social media platforms. So it's really going to benefit somebody, you know, that doesn't understand video resume. And for a recruiter, it might not work for them, someone else, but for a recruiter, you know. And I had one more question. I'm sorry, I got to ask this.
No worries.
Explain to me Ducknowl's name. Why Ducknowl? I love this.
Okay, so that's the story. I mean, me and my other co-founder Piyush Jain, I mean, we were sitting in a Chicago and drinking a coffee. I mean, in a Pete coffee shop. I still remember, in a South Loop, one of my favorite area. We were struggling. I mean, what name we should come up with? Then we actually tried to brainstorming a lot of different names. Then we feel like, okay, you know what, the first step in our Ducknowl, what happened? I mean, you know, out of the 100 resume, we say that, okay, Vikram resume has 70%. What is that? It's just a filtration.
Right.
So then we came up with an idea, hey, or we get to know this through our research that duck is a one of, like, you know, the animal that who knows how to do the filtration best. So the duck part comes from that, and the knowledge behind it, the filtration part. Obviously, the owl part comes from our video cameras. I mean, whether the candidate is on the video screening or over the technical skill test, you know, we make sure that there is no bait and switch type of situation. You know, our camera is on the candidate all the time, and also, I mean, video texting. So that's where we got the owl part. So combined, we came up with a duck and owl.
All right, I found that fascinating because everybody comes up with these different names, and I'm like, there's got to be a reason, you know. There's got to be a reason behind it. But I want to thank you so much, Vic. And listen, I can't tell you how much you've helped me. This is excelling me to do this video with you, and I've just done one prior, and now with Texas, and it's the educational part especially for college students right now. And real quick, I got to tell you, so I took a walk last night just to wind down, and I'm walking along the towpath, and I see this young gentleman, and we stopped. We were 6 feet apart, and he was in Moravian College. He was a young kid, and I said, "So what do you do?" And he goes, "I'm working over at Aldi's distribution center right now." And I said, you know, so what did you go to school for? And he was saying for a physical therapist. But he says right now he graduated and he's, you know, just has to do what he has to do.
Right.
So I gave him my card and I was like, listen, you know, Brandon, I'll call him out, Brandon. This is the type of person for a parent right now that has their child that you do this video resume for me. So he's already sent his resume. Don't worry, all these, he's not leaving yet. But to be able to take that resume now, a young boy just graduated, and now I'm going to help him send it to wherever he wants.
That's the whole thing. I mean, as I always say to a couple of other recruiters, I mean, now this is a time where actually we should promote a resume not just as a PDF file, as a personality, dynamic personality of the people. That's what hiring manager want to see. You know, myself was a hiring manager too. I mean, a couple of years before. I mean, and it's so frustration seeing like a 6-page long resume, 5 or 6 pages, and then picking a candidate. You know, so I'm happy that what you've been doing. You know,
I appreciate it
for all those community back in Allentown or Pennsylvania area. I mean, if anybody is listening me, I mean, he's the guy. You know what? He's a guy. He knows how to save our time with the hiring manager.
No, and I appreciate it, Vic. And everybody, please, you know, Ducknowl, reach out. I have the website here strolling on the banner. I'm going to share this everywhere. Reach out. It's a great option. And especially now, again, I'm going to say it with the companies, with the pandemic and everything going on, it's your personality. It gets you in front. It helps me help you find a job. So thank you so much, Vic, and I appreciate your time, and I'm looking forward to a long relation. So
thank you very much, Steve, and I wish you good luck as well, and stay safe and keep watching.
Oh, we'll be talking. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, stay right